I want to bring in Robin Cross. He is with StoneX. He's located in Chicago, and he tracks everything related to the lumber market and the lumber industry. And lots of gyrations going on in those outside markets today. Robin, what's going on in lumber?
Good morning, Marlon. Thank you for having me. Well, let's get into some prices, and then we'll dive into the details. January lumber, which is now your lead contract, is trading at $530. That's down $2 on the day with only 124 trades over there, but not a bad start for, post-expiration by a day. March is trading at $540, down $4 with 27 trades over there. Well, Marlon, it's good to be back talking to you after a well-needed but short-lived vacation. I was really looking forward to talking to you fine folks this morning about lumber market because we actually have something to talk about. So I guess let's jump into it. Yesterday was expiration, as I said, of November lumber contract, and we ended up closing out at the upper end of our long-term two-sided range. It expired at, get this one, hold on to this one, $520, up $30.50 for the day, and that was a decent close premium to the underlying cash market that was being quoted by Random Lengths of $508. So not too bad, $12 premium. And just to put that in perspective, September lumber expired at $491, so it was quite a big jump over there, and so a pretty good gain over that contract. And July lumber expired at pretty much the highest expiration of the year, which was $564. And if you remember, that came off of summer curtailment announcements. But the November contract as a whole was, I would say, pretty underwhelming for the majority of the contract. We traded at or near contract lows of $478 for weeks. I think it was, to be exact, it was one crack at 17 days. We held the low, rallied a little bit, came back and held it for another 11 days. So why do we rally? Well, one factor is, and I think it's pretty obvious, after being flat for so long, the market was just tired on the lows. And just as I predicted on the show a few weeks ago, due to the fact that we've been trading for so long under the cost of production, the only real way the mills had the ability to get prices up within this high interest rate, slow housing environment was to curtail production. And that's exactly what we are starting to see. Yesterday, we had a major announcement by Canfor, and their press release stated that they're going to cut production over the next 6 months of 140 million board feet, or the equivalent of, and you got to kind of do the math here, about 200 plus cars a month coming off. And that was at their Polar sawmill located in Bear Lake, British Columbia. But, Marlon, in my opinion, I still don't believe that's enough to turn the tide here. It's definitely a good start. So, I just think we got to see more major announcements from more major mills to really have a long-term impact on that, And so what did the market do? It reacted in the traditional fashion, and I like to say this one on TV, buy the rumor and sell the fact. We rallied from the 500 low of January to, we posted a high a couple days the day right before the announcement of 542. So, that was kind of buy the rumor. Everybody felt it was coming. It was kind of bubbling up in the industry. And then as soon as the news hit, we started immediately seeing profit take long liquidation. And that broke us back down to today's low of 526. It wasn't much, but, it's significant enough when you haven't moved for weeks, right? So just to sum it all up, the market for 14 months has still been in this long two-sided trade, literally like the slowest, most sideways market, I think, of my entire career. So we've been still stuck from 478 to 542. So in traditional technical perspective, you have to continue to buy as close to the low until proven wrong, and the same goes for the high. You got to continually to sell against the high until you're proven wrong, and we actually change trends of this. Other than that, I still am looking for further holiday extended curtailments, so kind of keep an eye out on that. And then we also have some housing news coming up here. Tomorrow is actually starts and permits for my 45th birthday, so hopefully we get some good news. And then we got existing home sales coming out on the 21st and new home sales coming out on the 27th. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. Other than that, I hope you have a great day.
Awesome. And, I wish you an early happy birthday out there. Thanks for joining us here right in advance of that. And look forward to talking with you again next week. Robin Cross of StoneX in Chicago with our lumber outlook. All right, we'll pause here. I'll get you updated on livestock trade right after this.